Okay, I moved the Reavers further on the flank, and again, in their shooting phase, they whiffed. They do a good job of that. I left them there with Faw's protection, not as many hits. I forget, was there any wounds on your unit? Not even any wounds on that unit. My shooting phase from these two units was useless this turn. This unit, on the other hand, finished. I actually rolled 4 6s to wound on that cannon that had 2 people left. So it was 2 master engineers feeling very, shall we say, vulnerable back there from my archers. I did leave them up there. I don't know what he's going to do with that unit right there, but he kind of moved it out of position. I've been circulating around the combat. He had brought his 2 cavalry units up. I had charged his inner circle knights with both my units of infantry, both the Phoenix Guard and the Swordmasters. I ended up winning combat res by 5. His general and BSB were close enough to where he needed to roll 4, and he failed both times. The second time he came pretty close. But yeah, he failed both times. He rolled, then proceeded to roll 12 for his ability to run away. I rolled 11 for the Phoenix Guard, and then I rolled 12 for the Swordmasters. So I was able to, despite him getting boxcars, I got boxcars as well. My unit of Swordmasters clips his demigriffs, so that's going to be a slaughterfest both sides. In all likelihood, but then their overrun takes them into the flank of his great sword, so that will be interesting to see how that goes. And that was the end of my turn 4. Start of his. Alrighty now. See here. His turn, he had those 2 attempt to charge my Phoenix Guard in the flank. Good way to keep me from shooting him, and also it would give him some combat res for charging in the flank. So let's see here. There was no shoots in his army left, so we went ahead and did straight to combat. His demigriffs with the his magic phase, he managed to get off Faw's protection and Barona's time warp again, and both in bubble. This time he paid the price for it. He miscast on the Barona's time warp and he lost 3 levels. He only has Net of Mintok left out of his light spells. But I paid the price because he slaughtered my Swordmasters. He actually only took 1 wound from my Swordmasters. I was kind of disappointed in that. That was mostly by dice. It should have been at least a few more. He did a really good armor save. On the other hand, I slaughtered his great swords, and because there's 1 left in the unit that's not dead, they're still stubborn, and he passed his leadership test with flying colors. So this is not as much in my favor as it looked like at the beginning, but it's still in my favor. So we'll see how it goes from here. That was the end of turn 4, start of turn 5. Okay, on my turn, I pivoted them back a little bit to get arc to shoot them. It was useless, but it was worth a try. Nothing happened. Magic phase, they did Soul Quench on these guys, and their armor saved them. On the other hand, shooting phase, they slaughtered that poor Master Engineer. They slaughtered the other poor Master Engineer, so that was an extra easy 130 points. I managed to kill off the other 2, but he did challenge with his general, which is also his wizard, and I accepted with my unit champion so I could make sure to slaughter his BSB with my general. And so he actually killed my unit champion because my rolls suck like that. And the 4-up ward save that the Phoenix Guard get operates for me about like how others 5-up or 6-up ward save would work for them. So there you go. But anyways, it's better than what the high elves normally get, so I like it anyways. But anyways, there we go. Never mind the cavalry units, individuals that have fallen. My son's a little bit too harsh on the table. So anyways, that's the end of my turn 5. Okay, these guys made the attempt to charge them. It was actually barely within their range. They failed. They rolled a big whopping 4, and so a 3, a 1, and a 2. Sorry, 5. And of course that was just enough for them to go forward with both ranks and try that fence out. And so one of them died by dangerous terrain. So 2 in that unit has died by dangerous terrain so far. I like that fence. All right, these guys, swift reformed, turn around. They are going to try and run down my Phoenix Guard. And during compulsories, he failed his chance to rally. Since there was only 1 left in the unit, of course he needed Snake Eyes, and of course he failed. So there's nice points for me, and the tactical advantage of him having a wizard and me not went away as well. So there we go, gentlemen. Now it's turn 6. It's do or die time. Let's see what happens. Okay, in my turn 6 shooting phase, these guys, the Shadow Warriors, shot at his Inner Circle Knights, which you see that they've moved. That is because 2 of them were wounded, which was enough, that 25%, for them to make a check for panic test.
4 wounded, and I failed 2 armor saves on 1
Okay,
up.
4 wounds, 2 failed armor saves on 1-up armor. So, and then he proceeded to fail their leadership test, so they moved forward, which was close enough to where the demigryphs were to cause panic on them, and they failed their panic test also. So at this point, it doesn't even matter if he rallies them in as the victory conditions and victory points are going to be the same either way. So round numbers, High Elves earned 1,700 plus points. Since there's a general, that bonus, that was probably like 1,800 plus points.
It'd be close.
And then he got 764 plus 25 for a banner, so that's still under 800. So it was an outright win for the High Elves, as all he's got left was fleeing my table.